one of the best-smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And off we go here at Arrowhead. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end. Here's a 2nd and 9. They send the tight end in motion. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They go play action with Mahomes. He'll let one go down the middle. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Here's a first carry for their running back. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
They'll stay on the ground. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw is Ritter. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot. Buy some extra time for your offensive line and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. But in this case, it seemed to me like the quarterback panicked a little bit. He went into survival mode and ended up leading to a massive loss. There's an old saying in golf, Mike, that when you're on the green, never up, never in. In this case, the ball's on target. It just didn't have enough steam to get there. Winds up no good.
They'll run here with Brown. Second down and 8. On play action, it's Mahomes. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Giants.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Play action here. Mahomes. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A pickup there of 28 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Here's Brown. He is in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Giants. That touchdown, number 19 on the year. Riley Patterson now to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the end zone. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Drive will start on the ground, and not a whole lot there, up to about the 25. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down. They'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
A nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
Up the middle they go. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
3rd and long. from the gun. It's Ritter. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They put Kelsey in motion. They'll try to throw for it with Ritter. That's taken in. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, it's Brown. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. One quarter in the books. It's the Giants leading this one early. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Mahomes. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And he's out of bounds in great shape down at the 15-yard line. Now Brown. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. A carry here for Brown. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And the Giants are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane. They'll have it at the 1-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Chase Brown. Touchdown, New York. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's got 20 on the year. On comes Patterson for the PAT. He's got it. And the Giants move out on top 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
On 2nd down, it's Ritter. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
From the gun on third down, here's Ritter. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, what this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth, he certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Here's a run going left. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. To throw is Mahomes. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, New York. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Giants will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. They'll come up here, first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ritter. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. On first and 10, it's Ritter. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. They'll try again. It's second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Ritter. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. This is incomplete, but there is a flag. It is back at the line of scrimmage, and this could be a first down. They put Kelsey in motion. Throwing now. Ritter on first down. A tick under 2 minutes until halftime. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Ritter. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Open man left side. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Now a give on the ground. And he'll twist his way to a good run. A pickup of 7 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ritter. That is caught. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, KC. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Off the play fake. Mahomes. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Quick throw, taken in. Here's 2nd and 2. Mahomes now to throw again. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Going up top. And that is hauled in on the right sideline. Right inside the chalk. A heck of a catch. A huge play just before the half. 33 yards. A run on 1st and goal. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get, the offensive line.
And he's got another one. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Giants. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book. See if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Giants add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And no... Turn this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw on first down with Ritter. This one complete to Oliver. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Now Ritter on first down. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And this, not going to work at all. He'll dive, get what he can, but going to lose yardage on this play.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down. From the gun, it's Ritter. Throw left side is taken in by the tight end, Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's a run to the 5-yard line. Now here's second and goal. They'll go with him again. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Looking for that final yard. It's third and goal. A dive, and he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs are able to cut into the deficit. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. On first down, it's Mahomes. Now he'll air one out. That's hard. And he will go all the way. Tyquan Thornton. Touchdown, New York. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Score Giants 35, Chiefs 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll motion over Metcalf. On 1st down, it's Ritter. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Ritter. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Metcalf left side. He's got it. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
And taking a shot downfield for Kelsey. And the Giants will take over at their own 14-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
1st and 10. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. He'll air it out down the middle. That is brought in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 86 yards. Touchdown, Giants. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
42, Chiefs 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Ritter. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On 2nd down, Ritter. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
First down throw, Mahomes. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Chase Brown, touchdown, New York. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike, and it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll motion over Metcalf. Throwing now. Ritter on 1st down. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Giants' 49-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Ritter. On a short one, caught by Kelsey. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll try to throw for it with Ritter. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete. They try to sneak a deep ball in there to wrap up the quarter. But time has expired, and the 3rd has come to an end. Now a handoff running right. Woo! And drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd. Sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to get this one on the ground. It's a gain of 12 there. That's good for a Giants first down. They'll run here with Brown. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down. Tight end going in motion here. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. Now it is 1st and goal. Now, Mahomes. This one caught just past the pylon. Touchdown, Giants. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the shotgun, it's Ritter. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Off the play fake. Mahomes. He's got it at the 7. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
Tried again here from the 7-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Throwing is Mahomes. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. It is brought in the end zone. Chase Brown. Touchdown, New York. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game.
The kick is good. Makes the score Giants 63, Chiefs 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now Ritter on first down. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They put Kelsey in motion. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And that will lead to a second down. Out of the gun, it's Ritter. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons. Well, they had a big hole to climb out of, and now it is even bigger. Greg, the defense was waiting for it, feasts on it, and they get to celebrate with a pick six.
Well, a very fitting way for this one to come to an end here, Mike. This has been a completely dominant defensive performance. This pick six here in the 4th quarter ends what has been a total runaway.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. We'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Motion man is Hyatt. They'll throw on first down with Ritter. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback?
And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons. And he's going to score again. How about that for a daily double? The 2nd defensive touchdown he's scored in this game. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their 2nd pick six of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick six, but to get 2 pick sixes in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Chiefs 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They put Kelsey in motion. from the gun. It's Ritter. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
They send him right out of the slot. Now, Ritter to throw on second down. Metcalf hauls in that one. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. Sending a receiver right. From the gun on third down, here's Ritter. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Chiefs first down. Back to throw, Ritter. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Here's Ritter to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football at their own 40.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. First and 10 for Mahomes. Backs to the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't think he was able to stay in bounds. And indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover. Mahomes now on second down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. To the air once more. It's Mahomes. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. A gain of 21 on that pass play. First down, Giants. Right back to the air for Mahomes. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, New York. That is his second touchdown of the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession.
And this one is blocked. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They put Kelsey in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Ritter. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Throwing now. Ritter on 1st down. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They put Kelsey in motion. On 2nd down, Ritter. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why they...
And more of the same. Another interception. And the Giants will take over at their own 14-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Mahomes on 1st down. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's going to air this one out. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
They put Kelsey in motion. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. On first down, it's Ritter. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
A ball deep for the end zone. That's in the end zone and intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
A first down throw for Mahomes. Again, working deep downfield. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Giants add on to their already sizable lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the shotgun, it's Ritter. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And the defense finds the end zone. Great work inside by the linebacker, who takes it back the other way for the touchdown.
Yeah, he just never saw the linebacker in the middle of the field, Mike, and the quarterback was locked in on his receiver, and once that ball came out of his hand, I think he wanted it back.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now Ritter. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one,
and that final throw here is intercepted. And the Giants are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So a road win here for the Giants. Their perfect season continues here into the month of December.